You're a very versatile artist. I always liked that about you.
Oh, thanks.
The way you speak, it also makes very much sense. It also plays into that. I mean, as an artist, you have started to, also with your new album, Demonstration, congratulations.
Thank you.
Obviously, I love it. Kind of to mix it up. It's a bit of a clubby sound as well. You've collaborated with artists like Diplo, which I love, because Diplo is also one of my favorite producers.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And his sound and your sound just, it's a beautiful marriage.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a beautiful marriage.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely want to do more. He's, I met Diplo a few times just at festivals.
Yeah.
Like the one I'm going to do later on. Similar festivals to that.
You're talking about the Touch the Air.
Yeah, but I mean similar festivals, around the world. And we got talking, became really, really good friends. And literally over email, I was like, could you send me some music? And that's how our relationship began. And he's a very amazing producer, especially when he's with Major Lazer. It's always super, super exciting, So, I was happy I was able to work with him. I also worked with the Chemical Brothers on this record, Zane Lowe, Labyrinth,
DJ
Ishi,
John Martin, right?
John Martin, Lauren Vula, 2 Chainz, Big Sean, a lot of people.
Love Trampoline.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Thanks.
And also the remix by etc., something like that. One?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite tunes right now.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Nice.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Yeah.
Thank God it's Friday. It's actually Friday.
It is actually Friday. Thank God.
Definitely. You're a big Friday person.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always good. Just looking forward to the weekend, right?
Yeah. But with you, you're not working Monday to Friday, so the whole weekend thing is maybe a bit...
It's either every day feels like a weekday or every day feels like a weekend. It just depends on the week.
Beautiful. But seriously, I mean, you've grown a lot. But how has your artistic way of expressing yourself changed from the last album to Demonstration right now?
I think it changes from album to album. I think where I'm still, I like to say I'm at still kind of the infant stages of my career, in the sense that I've only made 2 albums, and I'm still kind of learning the best kind of way to make an album, and
It's pretty good so far.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. But I always try my best to put myself in a completely different situation.
Yeah.
So, first album I was with, the producers all the time. Second album I took myself to the countryside in England to record a little bit. This time round, I'm gonna just record as much as I can without thinking about it so much.
You're talking about the next album? Or?
Yeah, and just recording music, past this point. So I'm just recording music without thinking about it too much. I think that there's a level of excitement, and there's a level of magic when, it just comes out naturally. So that's basically my process. And I'm in the studio with one main person called Richie Montana, and he's like my sound engineer, and he kind of is very honest with me as well, which is why it's so good. And we just work on all the tracks together. We work with, of course, a lot of producers. So, for example, someone like Labyrinth or Ishi or Diplo may send us a beat. We mess around with the beat, and then I vocal it and send it back.
That opened you up to a whole different kind of, group of people who listen and enjoy your music now as well.
Yeah.
Those on the EDM corner.
Yeah.
So many people are digging your sound.
Yeah, especially after the Swedish House Mafia collaboration.
Yeah.
That was definitely a big thing. It definitely opened me up to a lot of people.
What's your biggest inspiration nowadays?
Biggest inspiration is just life and just trying to fulfill my potential. I think life is so wonderful in the sense that obviously if you're on the right track of life, every day could be a new adventure, meeting someone new, doing something new. I'm very fortunate to find myself in a new town or city or country, in a new venue, in a different hotel, around a different group of people at a dinner.
That all inspires you.
Yeah, and I'm learning different things, seeing different things, hearing different conversations, seeing different style. You go to Denmark and you see one particular style. You go to Stockholm in Sweden, you see a different style.
Those 3 countries have exceptionally beautiful women.
Yeah, as well, definitely. And then you go to Paris, New York, and then the more you see, it just inspires you more and more, and that's what I tend to talk about in my music.
Have you found a favorite city so far?
Do you know what? I'd have to say that one of my favorite cities is probably, Do you know what? I really love Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, I think it's an amazing city. It's got a
I've
good
never
mix
been
of it's got a good mix of people,
Yeah.
great balance of people, great diversity, loads of different cultures.
Were you chilling on the
food.
Copacabana?
Yes, and Ipanema Beach as
Okay,
well. It's
yeah.
fantastic.
Classic, huh?
Yeah, you know, the fresh coconut with the straw inside it. It was just magical. I loved it.
Oh, stop talking about that. I want to check it out so
You
bad.
want to go now?
Yeah, maybe in a couple of hours, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love
definitely.
that.
Okay. I always thought that you're a very poetic kind of artist, but also in the way you talk, you have a very great vocabulary.
Oh, thanks.
That's not natural, I think, or that's not normal for many people in your business. Actually, I have found in my experience.
Do you
But
know
you know,
what?
in the way you
think-
talk,
I
it's
think-
really poetic.
I think you'd be surprised. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm British, you know, and I think maybe hearing the difference in accents might be something that you don't usually see. But in terms of people who can articulate themselves very well, there's many, you know, many people. You
I'm
know.
not saying there are none, but I think you're exceptionally well articulated.
Well, I mean, it's some people who inspire me, like, you know, the Jay-Z's and, you know, even Kanye West as well, Pharrell. There are loads of people that have inspired me to kind of get where I am. And if it wasn't for watching them in interviews and hearing what they've said and
Right.
kind of like picking up words of wisdom, I don't think I'd maybe be able to do this so well. So I, as an artist from this genre, I've definitely found quite a few that can articulate
Have you met
themselves.
all those guys in person?
I've met Jay-Z and Pharrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good chaps.
Great chaps. Inspirational chaps.
You get on well with everyone, I think.
Yeah, I tried to. I don't see why not. Why wouldn't
I've never
you?
read that much of Tinie Tempah, the new beef story. Check it
Yeah.
out online.
No, do you know what? I'm a cool person, and you know what? I like to give out positive energy, and you know, for me, a lot of these people are my heroes. A lot of these people who have been very inspirational to me. So, especially within the music industry, I'm always trying to learn and trying to build relationships as opposed to the other way around.
Any new heroes that you've encountered that you didn't even
yeah.
know that you had, actually?
Yeah, Chris Martin is definitely
Yeah.
one. He's definitely a hero.
All
of
right.
mine.
Of Coldplay, why?
Yeah, Coldplay. I just think he's a great artist. You know, he's a great creator of music. You know, he
Right.
understands it very well. It seems like Coldplay always are able to come back bigger and better, which is pretty amazing.
But it's pretty melodramatic, his music that he does.
It is, but you know, it appeals to so many different people. You know, they have such a massive fan base that it's almost like impossible to ignore. You know, and that's why he's a musical hero of mine. Yeah, and apart from that, who else? Do you know what? I think that there's so many new and exciting artists who obviously I wouldn't consider them heroes because they're quite new, but you know, I'm getting very inspired by some of the newer artists that are out at the moment. James Blake, you know, Banks, some of the DJs as well, like Martin Garrix, who I really
Right.
like, Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa. These are a few people, Drake, of course. These are a few people that get me
You
quite
get compared
excited.
to Drake a lot.
Oh, is it? I don't really hear that too much, but he's somebody who I really like, so that is quite flattering. It's nice.